Hello everyone. Now I am going to explain about the digital communication techniques, that is unit 1. In that, signals. What is signals? Signals are functions of independent variables such as time. Signal is a function of one or more independent variable which contains some information. You already observed the voltage waveforms, current waveforms. In that, the voltage value is changes with respect to the time. Time is a independent variable. Now here we consider the examples of signals: electrical signals, acoustic signals, video signals, information signals, etc. These all are the examples of the signals. ನೀವು ಟಿ ವಿ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಟಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್. ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಟ್ independent variable, some values are changes. It may be voltage, it may be current, or it may be acoustic signals. Here time is a independent variable. That signal may be a real signal or it may be complex signal. Real means we have only the real number. It may be a resistor R or it may be a real number. If it is complex means it has real as well as complex values. Now mathematically we represent this signal as S is equal to function of t. Here you observe this. This indicates S is equal to function of t, where S is the value of the signal and t is the independent variable. That is, signal S is equal to function of t. A signal which is a function of single independent variable. We have only one time is the independent variable, then it is considered as a one dimensional signal. If you consider the speech signal or heartbeat, music, these all are considered as a one dimensional signal. This a one dimension means only one independent variable. If the signal is a function of two or more independent variables, then it is called as a multi-dimensional signal. Independent variables are two or more, then it is called as a multi-dimensional, more than one, so multi-dimensional signal. Example for this multi-dimensional signal is image signal. Then signals are classified into different types. Here we have 7 different types of signals, that is classification of signal. The first one is continuous time signal or discrete time signal. Continuous and discrete time signal. The second one is analog and digital signals, real and complex signals, deterministic and random signals, even and odd signals, periodic and non-periodic signals, energy and power signals. Like this, in your syllabus you have 7 different types of signals. Now we consider one by one. The first one is continuous time signal and discrete time signal. In that, the first signal is continuous time signal. Here you observe this waveform. We have a continuous variation in the waveforms with respect to time. This is the time, and here we have the continuous variation with respect to time. Then it is called as a continuous time signal. If a signal is defined for all instants of time, for each and every instant of time, if you define the signals, then it is called as a continuous time signal. If the signal is defined for all instants of time, then it is known as continuous time signal. The time signal is a continuous time signal. A signal x of t is said to be continuous time signal if it has values of amplitude for all the time t. If you consider the voltage waveform or current waveform or velocity, etc., these all are considered as a continuous waveform. For each and every time we indicate that values, that is a continuous, all for all instants of times we indicate that signals, then it is called as a continuous time signal. If it is time signal, discrete time signal means there is no continuous variations or the continuous values. We have a particular discrete set of values. You observe here the signal is indicated by x of t, x with a bracket t. X of t indicates the continuous time signal. But if it is a discrete time signal, then it is indicated by x of square bracket n. This n indicates the integer. This n is an integer. You observe here, this is 0, then 1, 2, 3, like this. We have a different discrete levels. N is an integer. We have a discrete levels. It may be negative or it may be positive. If a signal is defined only at specific instant of time, only at a particular instant of time, then it is known as discrete time signal. It's a discrete time signal only at a specific intervals. We indicate that values. And here discrete time signal is usually denoted by x of n when n is an integer. Here parenthesis or it may be a round bracket and square bracket. This parenthesis or round bracket is used for the continuous time signal and square bracket is used for the discrete time signal. There is a difference between continuous time signal and discrete time signal. In the continuous time signal, we have the continuous values. But in the discrete time signals, in the particular levels, we indicate that values. So it is called as a discrete time signal and this is a continuous time signal. Then the example for this discrete time signal is population of the nth generation of certain species. That means suppose you consider that 70s decades, 80 decades, there is no continuous. We have only one particular decade. It may be a 70 decades or it may be 90 decades or it may be 2000 decades. In that we indicate that particular values, then it is a discrete set. But if we have the continuous variations from zero point 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 like that, we have the continuous variation, then it is called as a continuous time signal. Then you go for the second one, that is analog and digital signal. You already know that analog signal means we have the continuous variations. You observe this waveform, here we have the continuous variation from 0 to this infinity. We have the continuous variations. Analog signal has an infinite number of values. There is no one particular level. We have a continuous variation. So it is called as an infinite number of values. It is continuous time signal which varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. The values are changes from minus infinity to plus infinity. Time is not a particular or discrete set. It is a continuous time signal. We have the continuous variations. Infinite number of signals are there here. So it is called as a analog signal. If a continuous time signal can take on any values in the continuous intervals a, b, where a may be minus infinity and b may be plus infinity, then the continuous time signal x of t is called the analog signal. Then digital signal. Digital signal means here we have a discrete set of values. You already know that in the digital we have only two levels. That is, one is low level and another one is high level. This indicates the high level and this is the low level. Here we have only two discrete levels. If the informations are indicated by 0 and 1, low and high, then it is called as a digital signal. But here there is no 0 and 1. We have a continuous variation. So you observe this waveform. Here we have the continuous variation in for every instant of time. Then it is called as a continuous time signal and it is an analog signal. And you already know that analog signals are varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. But digital signals are changes with respect to 0 and 1 levels, that is high level and low level, that is 0 is low level and 1 is high level. Here you observe this, it is indicated by square bracket x of n, like that of a discrete time signal. So digital signals are represented as low, that is 0, and high. If a discrete time signal x of n can take any finite number of discrete values, then it is called as a digital signal. In the digital signal, we have high and low states. There is no continuous variation. It is not analog signal. Here we have only two extreme states and it is indicated by x with a bracket of n, that is square bracket of n. It is like that of a discrete signals. Then the third one is real and complex signals. We already know that in the signals we consider that signals may be real or complex. Then real means a signal x of t is a real signal if its value is a real number. Suppose you consider that x of t is equal to 10, x of t is equal to r, x of t is equal to a, then it is considered as a real signal. It's a real number. If the signal is real signal, its value is a real number, then it is called as a real signal. If the signal values are present with a complex number, that means it's a real number plus complex number, then it is called as a complex signal. Complex signal means it's a combination of real plus imaginary value. Real signal plus imaginary number. It's not a complex number. That is, complex number means it's an imaginary number. So x of t is equal to 10 plus j15. Here we consider that this complex indicates is a imaginary number. Here we consider the imaginary number, real plus imaginary number, then it is called as a complex number. Suppose you consider that x of t is equal to 10 plus j15. Here 10 is the real number and j15 is the imaginary number. Combination of this real plus imaginary is called as a complex signal. Then deterministic and random signals. The fourth one is deterministic and random signals. This deterministic deterministic and random signals. Deterministic signals are those signals whose values are completely specified for any given time. A deterministic signal behaves in a fixed known way with respect to time. Suppose here you consider that in one particular time interval it occurs, then it is a deterministic. At that particular time interval it occurs means it is a deterministic signal. But random means we consider that at any time it may be increase or decrease. You, for the deterministic signal, you observe this mathematical expression x of t is equal to a sine 2 pi fct or ft, where a is an amplitude. This what it indicates: if sine 2 pi ft is equal to 90 degree, then x of t becomes maximum or a, because sine 90 degree is equal to 1. It's a mathematical expression. It has a particular value. Then it is called as a deterministic. At that particular time interval, the signal occurs its maximum value or minimum value. Then it is called as a deterministic. Random signal means there is no one particular time intervals. It may occur anywhere. Now random signals, one whose occurrence is always random in nature. You already know that in the informations, the noise signals, disturbances are occurs. It's a random. There is no one particular time intervals. So that signals are called as random signals. That's deterministic signals and random signals. One particular time interval, and in that particular time interval, the signal reaches its maximum value, zero value, or one particular level, then it is called as a deterministic. But it randomly occurs, that information reaches its position with a random values, then it is called as a random signal. Noise arising from a atmospheric disturbances, then it is called as a random. It's not a deterministic. There is no any particular time interval. At any time it may occur, then it is called as a random signal. And then even and odd signals. Here even signal is defined as x of e t is equal to x of e minus t. Observe this diagram here. Here this indicates x of e t. This value indicates what? X of e t, and this indicates x of e minus t. Here only the time interval is negative. This is positive time interval and this one is the negative time interval. Both the values are equal, but one is positive and another one is negative value. This value is positive and this value is negative, but here you observe that here x e of t is, here this is actually x e of t, and this value is actually a same value. It may be The time interval may be positive or negative. Both the values are equal, but this value is same. Here along the y-axis there is no variation. Only along the x-axis, along the time intervals, we have a positive time interval and negative time interval. Then it is indicated as x e of t is equal to x e of minus t. Then it is called as even signal. Odd signal means, you observe this diagram here. Here it is defined as xo of t, that is odd signal, x of t is equal to minus xo of t. Here amplitude is also becomes negative, time interval is also becomes negative. You observe this signal here, this time interval is positive and this time interval is negative, and this amplitude is positive, that is x value, and this x value is negative. This x value is positive and this x value is negative. Then these signals are called as odd signals. Odd signals means time intervals are positive and negative, as well as the values or the amplitude of that particular signal. It may be voltage, it may be current, or it may be any value. That value is also becomes positive and negative. That signals are called as odd signals. Here it is indicated by x of t is equal to minus x of t. That is odd signal. But even signal means x of t is equal to x of minus t. Only the time interval is negative. But here time interval is also positive and negative, and the amplitude or the value is also, that magnitude is also positive and negative. So it is called as a odd signal. Then periodic and non-periodic signals. Its name only indicates periodic signal means the signals are continuously varies. If you have a sine wave, then it is a periodic signal. Periodic signal x of t is a function of time that satisfies the condition. X of t is equal to x of t plus t. You observe this, this is the variable, and this t indicates the time interval. For one cycle, how much time is required, that is the time interval. To complete one cycle, how much time is required, that is considered as a t. And here this value is continuously varies. If you have a sine wave, then it is also called as a periodic signal. You observe this waveform. Here we have the continuous variations. To complete one cycle, how much time is required, that is considered as a time interval t. And here you consider the square wave pulses. This also considered as a continuous time signal, that is a periodic time signal, because we have the continuous waveforms with a time interval of t, x of t plus x of t plus t. You observe this equation, x of t plus t. Here what it indicates, x of t is equal to x is a function of t plus the time interval t. So these signals are called as a periodic signals. It may be a square wave pulses, it may be a sine wave pulses, it may be a sawtooth waveforms, it may be a triangular waveforms. These all are considered as a periodic signals. Non-periodic means there is no one particular continuous waveforms. Here the signals are not periodic. You observe this waveform, here x of t and time interval. It is continuously increases, but there is no repeated waveforms. Here we have the pulses, it's a square pulse. Here there is no periodic or repeated pulses. And here we have another waveform, it's also a not repeated waveform. If there is no repeated waveform, then signal is said to be a non-periodic. If it does not repeats, there is no continuous repetition. It is represented by the equation x of t is not equals to x of t plus t. If x of t is not equals to x of t plus t, then it is called as non-periodic. And if x of t is equal to x of t is equal to x of t plus t, then it is called as what? Periodic. Then the last one, that is energy and power signal. Energy signal means the energy signal is one which has finite energy, zero average power. Finite energy, zero average power, that is P is equal to 0. Once again you read this sentence. The energy signal is one which has finite energy. Energy is finite, it is not infinite. Finite, one particular value of energy is there, but average power is 0. Power is 0, average power is 0, and energy is finite, one particular value. Then it is called as an energy signal. the signal x of t is an energy signal if and only if the total energy of the signal satisfies the condition the energy is greater than 0 but less than infinity. You observe this equation. Here energy is greater than 0 but less than infinity. It is not 0 or it is not equals to infinity. It has one particular value. Then that signals are called as energy signals. And also remember that in the energy signal the average power is equals to 0. P is equal to 0. Average power is equal to 0 but energy is equals to one particular value, finite value. It is greater than 0 and less than infinity. Here the example for energy signal is single pulse. If it is a single pulse, we have a one particular energy level and average power is equals to 0, then it is called as a energy signal. The examples for energy signals are deterministic and non-periodic signals. Deterministic means at one particular time interval that signals are occurs, then it is called as a deterministic. And if it is a square pulse, there is no repetitive waveforms, then it is called as a non-periodic signals. These are the examples for energy signals. And next we consider the power signals. The power signal x of t is a power signal if and only if the average power of the signal satisfies the condition P is greater than 0 and less than infinity. Observe this equation here. Here power is greater than 0. Power is not equals to 0 here. Power signal means power is greater than 0 and less than infinity. It has a finite value. Power has a finite value. A power signal has finite power and infinite energy. You observe here, the power signal has finite power and infinite energy. E is equal to infinity. There is a difference between this energy signal and power signal. Energy signal means here finite energy, power is 0. And here finite power but energy is infinity, not 0. Example for a power signal is a sine wave. That is, periodic signals and random signals are power signals. You observe this, periodic signal means we have a sine wave, continuous square waves, sine waves, these all are considered as a periodic signals. And random signals, there is no one particular occurrence, one particular time interval, anywhere it may occur, then it is called as a random signal. These are the examples for this power signals.